Hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to be unboxing the Talisman Highlands expansion from the Pegasus Spiel Talisman reprint from 2019 and 2020. This is a part of the first wave and it's for Talisman 4th edition revised. I'm really excited to get to this box. It's one of the larger expansions. Comes with a corner piece, and it just so happened for me personally to be the only corner piece I was actually missing. We got 6 miniatures that comes with this, 142 Highland cards, 10 spell cards, 12 adventure cards, 4 relic cards, 3 alternate endings, and 4 character cards, and the plastic cards. So we'll go ahead and open this up with the handy dandy box opener. There you go. So I'm curious as to how many expansions everyone has gotten. I know that across the pond from the United States, they were a little bit easier to come by, but we did not get them here. That's too bad. Alright, opening the box here. Nice airtight fit. We got a nice bigger book this time, unlike the smaller expansions. This one has a whole book. Explains how to place and set up this part of the deck and board, along with explaining how movement works in that area and what some of the areas are, along with a little bit of information on the characters. Kind of cool. We got the character cards, alternate ending cards, and the boss card. Or I think it's the Eagle King. Move that aside here. Yep, Eagle King. Character on the Crown of Command must choose whether to attack Eagle King using Strength or Craft. Each time he defeats the Eagle King, you must remove one of the Eagle King's lives and immediately attack him again. He has 12 Strength, 12 Craft, 4 life. If a character removes Eagle King's last life, he wins the game. Pretty cool. Battle Royale. This looks like it's awesome here. All characters that do not have a talisman except for the character who first entered Crown of Command lose the game. Characters that have a talisman are immediately placed on the Crown of Command to fight out. That's kind of cool. There's more to it, but we'll get into that in a more in-depth review if you guys so want to do that. We're going to focus more on the unboxing here. Hands of Doom. The character on the Crown of Command must roll 1 die for the Hand of Doom during each of his turns. 1, all the characters are killed, and all players lose the game. That's crazy. 2 or 3, lose 1 life. 4 or 5, choose 1 character. That character is killed, and if all other characters are killed, you win the game. And 6, all your characters are killed, you win the game. So, kind of cool, but the 1 is amazing. Characters on the Crown of Command can't encounter each other. They must roll 1 die for the Hand of Doom instead. Pretty neat. And here are the miniatures and characters that you'll be able to play as. We have the Valkyrie here. 3 Strength, 4 Craft, 3 Fate, 4 Life. You may add 1 to your attack score during battle. You may visit the graveyard as if you were an evil alignment. And whenever a follower is killed, you may resurrect it and keep it as your follower instead of allowing it to be placed in the discard pile. Pretty cool. We have the Highlander. You need not roll a die in the crags or the chasm unless you wish to. Otherwise, you have to accept the roll if you do. Whenever you land on the hills, you may draw 2 adventure cards instead of 1. You must encounter both cards. If there are cards already on the hills when you land there, you must draw a second card, but you must encounter both. Whenever you are about to engage in battle, you may charge and add 2 to your attack score. If you charge, you must miss your next turn recovering your wits. 4 Strength, 2 Craft, 2 Fate, 4 Life. Interesting. We got the Alchemist. He definitely looks evil there, but he's neutral. He's got 2 Strength, 4 Craft, 3 Fate, 4 Life. You begin the game with 5 gold. Makes sense. During your turn, you may alchemize any object into gold. Discard the chosen object and gain 1 gold for each object. 3 gold for each magical object. He's going to be a bankroller here. During your turn, you may alchemize any gold you have into potions. For each gold you discard, you may replenish 1 fate, heal 1 life, or gain 1 spell if your craft allows. You may alchemize objects into gold and alchemize gold into potions during the same turn. Cool. We have the Rogue. We got Strength 3, Craft 3, 4 Fate, 4 Life. When you fight more than one enemy at the same time, you may roll 1 die and add the result to your attack. Whenever you defeat a character in battle or psychic combat, you choose to take 1 gold. You may take all of his gold instead. And whenever you visit the tavern, mystic, or enchantress, you may roll 2 dice and choose 1 of the results to use. Very cool card. Got the Vampiress. 3 Strength, 3 Craft, 3 Fate, 5 Life. When you attack another character, you may choose to make an attack psychic combat. You may not do this when you are attacking or being attacked by another player. Whenever you visit the graveyard, you may heal up to your life value, and you may take any 1 follower from a character that you land on, and during your turn you may drain the life force of any of your followers, discard the follower, and gain 1 life for each. And we got the Spirit. This is the last card here. He's 1 Strength, 5 Craft, 1 Fate, 4 Life. You begin the game with 2 spells, and during the game you always have at least 2 spells. Whenever your casting reduces to your total to less than 2, draw another spell immediately to replace it. You may evade creatures and characters in the woods and forest. So those are the characters. Let's go ahead and take a look at the board. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and set this board up next to the actual board too, get a better idea. It looks like my set for some reason came with 3 empty baggies. Not entirely sure why. Hopefully that doesn't mean there's no miniatures in here. We got 2 decks of cards here, and I'm guessing the miniatures are going to be underneath, but there they are. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the cards real quick here. We're not going to read through a bunch of them, but we'll take a quick look. And these pull tabs, I always have the hardest time with, but we will get it. There we go. Perfect. Alright, this is for the Highlands. We got quite a bit of spells here. And these are, I think, the artifact cards. And then these are all the Highland cards, the Back to the Highlands right there. Pretty cool. Quite a bit of them. The art is your standard Talisman fare, which is always fantastic looking. Go ahead and set those aside there, along with the spells. And then we got, I'm assuming, adventure cards here. Opening the second deck here. That one worked a little bit easier for me. Okay, we got another Highlands in a card. We got some extra Highlands backed off deck because there's 142, I believe, of them. I think that's what I said earlier. And then we got a few adventure cards that just get added to the adventure card deck here. Always, like always, beautiful, beautiful art. The Highlands especially is really cool here. I can't wait to give this part of the board a shot. There's some pretty cool monsters and spaces to play on it. Okay, we got the miniatures now. The last part of the video. And we'll have to wait for new reprints to come. Alright, so we got the Alchemist here. Very cool. Surprisingly detailed. Okay. I'm gonna have to actually look at the cards here. I don't know offhand every single name of them. I forgot this one. We got the Valkyrie. We got the Fairy. We got the Vampiress. We got the Rogue. Very cool, very detailed. That'll be a fun one to paint. Finally, We got... Who are you, this last one? Got the Highlander, of course, because it is the Highlander. Well, that about does it for this unboxing of Talisman, 4th edition revised, the Highlands reprint. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, that helps, and rate, subscribe, follow some more of our Talisman articles on dickwizardry.com, and we'll have more Talisman content out for you shortly, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you all again.